Ah, hello everybody. Where are we at? Nice morning, nice weather in Grantham, England. Hopefully, if all goes to plan, we can get away on Monday and then get to set on the 18th. Lose 18 days, but yeah, finding lots of good slots for things in the van now. And now we've had this unexpected mini dress rehearsal of the van. After just getting it all sorted, all these boxes, it's all there, and then you just have more stuff, and it all just ends up getting thrown in, which was fine because we knew we just needed to get away and trial it and use it. So now we've had this unexpected return, sudden return, even suddener. Suddener, is that a word? Even more sudden with this Airbnb that we booked for 4 nights and left after night one. I'll come to that shortly. Plus the eBay thing. Oh, can't wait to get all this business concluded. But yeah, finally finding slots, just simplified, got some weight off, storing a few more books, found some good storage for the books, and got removed a box basically and stored all the grain on that side to do the weighting and freed up a box. So that'll just give us a bit of space for things, a few more hooks. But yeah, it's not a camper van, it's an adventure van. It's a cheap adventure van. We said it costs £9.5 for the van, about £3 for everything to develop it. I had some free help from Darren, which was great. And yeah, I think we've got a few more days to optimize it and hopefully get away. If not, we might have to stay, depending on what happens, we might have to stay around the UK, which is fine too. So yeah, feeling chilled, feeling rested, feeling good. Been listening to some really good audiobooks recently. Just about how to be in the flow and just how to be like, yeah, just not forcing things, but letting things unfold nicely. It just seems like the universe has been against us quite a bit with just some of the Airbnb experiences. There was three really. The first one for the night was great. The second one was immaculate, but then they started the review with disappointing because there was a bit of grease on one dish. So I can't quite see what stars they've given us. But before that one, we were driving to stay for somewhere for a week on the lake, and that woman said thank you for booking, but it was a request to book, and then we were just texting for hours as we got there, and then she ended up denying it. I had to call Airbnb support before that, and she said she was going to do the same. She was like, "This is really weird." So yeah, and then this last one, Airbnb support have been toing and fromming with this host who turned psycho after we left. She was really nice, overly nice, and then as soon as she left, she disappointed with my behaviour. All we did was leave, mate. Because your place was disgusting. I had a bug in my ear, and there was just that fly raid spray like everywhere, soaked into the curtains. So you just don't want your child in a toxic environment. So Airbnb, toing and fromming, answers to questions. Yesterday it got concluded, but that in itself, it was a bit like the Deliveroo one I said the other day when I was talking to the AI bots. We had that pizza that arrived over an hour late, freezing, and it was terrible. They offer you something, you say no, and then they offered the full amount in the end. This Airbnb, considering it should have been £225 back, that was really for the 3 nights, and their refund policy is 100% of the nights not spent. So they just calculated very strangely, but they ended up offering me 135, and then it went up to 160 something, nearly 168. Then it went up to 200, and then it went up to 221. So I was like, okay, let's just leave it there. £4 out. Actually, funnily enough, yeah. So that's kind of resolved. Well, but then the host had sent a second. I said to this guy, look, I want to resolve this, but I don't want this host like persecuting me basically, because she'd sent another request for us for extra money, 20, 25, £26, €30. I think I said €35 yesterday, but it's probably more like €30 to take out the bins and put the dishes away. Like most Airbnbs, you'd load the dishwasher. We didn't use that many pots because we're only there to eat in the evening and then a bit of breakfast, and then we skedaddled on out of there because it was filthy. So not many pots, but we washed them all and we left them to dry. Normally, if you'd load the dishwasher, you'd load it, because most checkouts are 10, check-in at 4. So the host is coming in that time to check it over, clean up and reset it for the next guests. And in that time, they'd open the dishwasher, put the pots away. 3-minute job. 3-minute job. And this putting the pots away, I gave her 4 minutes basically. I said a minute to put out the bins. I also said maybe put some instructions of where to put the bins, because I knew where the glass was, so I put a couple of glass things out, because that was obvious. There was a crate. But different countries, different regions, they all have different bin rules and different colours and different things. So I said, may I suggest you leave some instructions for the bins for future guests, because of those reasons, all the different rules. And I basically counted. You can do 3 things when a host requests more money from you. You can either pay the full amount, you can pay a partial amount, or you can refuse and not pay anything. I thought she doesn't really deserve anything, but I thought Airbnb might then investigate this, which they probably will, because this host is on a mission for whatever reason. And so I thought, let's calculate this fairly. Okay, taking the bins out 1 minute, let's give her 4 minutes for doing the pots. And so that's 5 minutes. We'll give her £4, 5 minutes fits into the hour 12 times. So you times 4 by 12. That's £48 per hour, which is a good hourly rate for just taking out the bins, isn't it? So that's what I've done, and we've not heard a reply yet. But she's going to be angry, because she was very, very angry that we left her Airbnb. We can leave your Airbnb. We can do whatever we like, as long as we respected it and got out of there, because it was uninhabitable, or it's just inhabitable. I make up more words, or I just get confused with grammar when there's a lot going on. But yeah, Emily's got a friend over, which is nice, and I know them, and parents have gone away for 3 nights, so we're just kind of cracking on with stuff and just trying to rejuvenate, ready for where we're going. So yeah, it's either leave on Monday-ish, or we might have to hang around the UK for a bit longer, in which case we might go and stay at a campsite or by the seaside, or I don't know what's around, but that'll be a month of kind of June, July. Not quite some holidays, is it? So prices shouldn't be too crazy. Yeah, I really want to. I've just got some administrative stuff for the business to sort. Connecting the payment processor to the Circle community account, which I've got it connected, but it's connected to the old one, so everything's working. But I think I woke up and I was just like, that's the missing link, really, because that just connects everything, ready to take money. And I think when it takes off, it's just going to take off really quickly. But it'd be easy to manage, because we've put in a lot of the foundational work, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, just looking forward to concluding as much business as we can. The eBay thing, lastly, God, sold this iPad. The guy did the partial refund scam, trying to say give us 50 quid. I was like, no, because it's just a software problem, mate, and you're trying it on. But then eBay, they all side with the buyer. They have okayed the refund, so he's posted it back. And then it said his refund has been issued. So I'm like, I've not got my iPad back. Where is it? And so I went on, couldn't see any of the tracking information. It said, oh, eBay have said this has been returned to you, when it hasn't. And so I requested a callback. eBay called back really quickly, actually. I was very impressed with that. And the guy was good, and he gave me the tracking number, and he said it came, but there was a problem with the address. But then he read out the address, and the address was fine. So I can't see the address with the tracking number. Apparently, this is another scam, that basically people get things, they request a return. He's done this other scam as well, but request a return, send it back, but then just put a bogus address, or just a mistake somewhere, and then they get the refund, because as soon as they put the tracking number, they get the money back. And then the buyer's sitting there waiting for his item. It doesn't come because the bogus address, and then it gets returned to the sender. So he's going to have the iPad returned to him and the money. And apparently this is happening a lot. Like, yeah, so I'm so done with eBay. And this is 300 quid of mine. So it would have been far easier to just give the iPad to charity, really, because it's just been a lot of work and headaches. So maybe it comes, I don't know, but it's just, yeah, things should be easier than this. And it's just a shame that people are out there professionally scamming people in ways like this, when it's like, have a look at your life. How do you go to sleep at night? Just, you know, the universe sees all, I believe, and karma, and you just got to be good all the time. Behind the scenes, when you by yourself, when you with, or no matter who you're with, be the same, be authentic, be good. No trickery, please. Just be authentic, just be good. It's just easier as well. So that's the update. I'm going to fiddle about with the van a bit more, and going to try the because the good thing is, in France we got the camping gas, the regulator worked, but we only had an empty canister, and we in a supermarket we got the you have to go to customer service with your old one. They give you go and get the new one, and then they swap it. They give you a voucher, and then the supermarket, the woman was really on it. She was like, gas was, and then look, you got to save the receipt and then show them, but they're really onto that. But the camping gas is everywhere. This little blue bottle connects to our grill, and yeah, we've got some steaks tonight. So I think, yeah, why not try out this gear, give it a try, and get used to it. But they're all over France, supermarkets and Europe. So pleased with the purchase. So we'll report on that tomorrow. All right, bon voyage. Cheers, Airbnb. And if my old host is watching, just channel your energies into deep cleaning that place you call a home, and leave me alone.